Hi, I am Flash. Thank you all for being here. Today pizza company marketing department request. They want to place a banner ad on the pizza website. And to make a few requests. 1. Ad designers can add or modify various HTML templates at any time. 2. Marketers are able to select templates designed by advertising designers and edit headlines, images, and various attributes. 3. The client side can display different ad content according to each language. There are 3 real aspects to this story. Designers provide HTML samples, digging holes for marketing staff to set the content. For example, title, image, etc. Marketing staff on this side can select any template to set the advertisement and enter any content in the hole provided on the template. We can design a banner controller, read HTML templates from designers and content set by marketers, combine and export HTML to the client side. First of all, we are going to start with database integration test project. The best way to test the access to the database is to actually create a database that is similar to the real environment system for testing. Fortunately, we can use the TE-SCO local data NuGet package. Help us prepare the local database environment. Whenever you run a database test, we can use the ensure instance created method to ensure that the local DB instance is created. Use force drop database method to clear all data from the database. Now, we create a new test project. Any testing framework will work. For example, select the NuNet test project here. Add a PizzaDB SQL file. Complete the data tables needed to build the entire PizzaDB website. Banner template table holds the designer's HTML template content. Banner template table structure is defined. Streaming number 8, template name, template content. Variables field is used to dig holes for marketers to set variables. Each variable we will assign to the type. For example, the title variable is a string type, the image variable is a picture type, and so on. The variable's content will be saved as a JSON formatted content. Since the number of variables is uncertain, so this side is set to 4000 size. Of course, you can also plan this variables field as a separate table. But then you have to plan a pair of multiple connections, like foreign key field design. We add a banner template entity, sys file. Tell EF that this entity object maps to a banner template entity table via table attribute. Property it is a primary key and is also an automatic number. So add the database generated attribute here. What's special is this variable's property. Here we define the list as template variable type. Template variable object definition is simple. There are only 2 attributes, var name and var type. Add the banner templates property to the PizzaDB context object, and override the onModel creating method. EF provides value converter and value comparer. Allows us to easily map database data to objects in the code. Value converter are used to convert strings into value objects. Take this example. We store variables in the database as a dictionary JSON. The readings are in the form of a list for external use. When EF checks for changes in the value of the entity, it detects the change through the template variables comparer we provide. Then continue to create the banner data sheet to store the settings of the marketing staff. Similarly, the variable options field is also saved in JSON format. ResX table store multilingual resources. And we also hope that when designers and marketers edit these templates, banners do not directly affect the user to watch banner. We can set up the banner template and banner when it is finished. Then sync them to banner shelf and variable shelf. Whenever a user views an ad, it will be output from these 2 tables. Add these DB set to the DB context one after another. And don't forget to help the variable options in banner entity. Call has conversion to add custom value converter and value comparer. Back to the test project. The PizzaDB SQL file contains all the create table schema code. Run the rebuild database schema method whenever the test starts. We will then have a clean database local environment. Now start building the first test method add banner template. When service locator and banner controller are ready, then perform the add template action. We expect that the variable's content in the database banner template should be JSON. The add template method of the implementation database is very simple. Create pizza repo object and inject PizzaDB context. Add data through banner templates DB set property. Finally, call save changes method. EF will automatically help us serialize the fields. Add banner method is for marketers to store the content they want to advertise. It is also just a simple add data. Apply banner synchronizes the settings made by the marketer in the banner table to the banner shelf and variable shelf data tables. It's the action of the ad being placed on the shelf. The first step is to take down all old ads. I just delete the banner shelf and variable shelf data. Then get banner setting data to get all ad settings. Get banner resx get the multilingual data used in all ads. For each ad setting, place your ad content on banner shelf. Capture the resx content used for each ad variable, and save it to variable shelf. When the outside world wants to see the ad content, just get the ad content from banner shelf and variable shelf directly. Now we switch to the front and project side. Add a template editor view for designers. Enables them to do CRUD HTML templates. The so-called CRUD is to add, read, update, delete. At the beginning of the view, we place the preview box. Allow designers to see a preview of the results of their template setup. The following data table is for the designer to perform CRUD template. Let's take a look at this actual result screen. The first template preview result will be Hello Template Word. This template has a simple left, right rotating banner content. This preview has the same result on the user side. Get Banner API is provided in the backend project for external viewers to preview or see the ad content. In MVC projects, HTML view is usually stored as a CSHTML file content, but our templates are stored in the database. So we can use the TE/ASP.NET Core 3 NuGet package. Render the template content to HTML content via a view-to-string renderer service. The way to start the view-to-string renderer service is not difficult. Simply register for the service in the program, sys file. .NET provides file providers for us to add custom providers. Here we have added dynamic virtual file provider and add the customized dynamic banner template file provider. Dynamic banner template file provider implements the dynamic file provider interface. Our virtual file path is in the form of a banner template prefix. The match method will check if the request URL path matches this condition. The above code is an implementation of the match method. Signal change token allows us to notify the outside world that the contents of this virtual file have been updated. Every time a request is made, has changed is used to check if the contents of the virtual file have changed. Outside users preview or view as outside. Simply get the ad content from banner shelf and variable shelf. Template. There are only two variables here, image and title. You will only see these two variables here on the banner editor screen. Once the template adds the subtitle variable, on the banner side, you can see an additional variable for us to set the multilingual content. We delete the variables in the template. When you go back to banner, you will immediately see that the configurable subtitle variables have disappeared. The root of the advertising process on the shelves is the sequence, branching, and loops. We can combine the template and variable settings together. The HTML is then exported through the Razor View engine. Even adding filter logical can simply filter out some content. I am Flash. See you soon.